Biggest shout out to our Patreons. We started this podcast when we were out of luck on the dole, and thanks to Patreon, we've been able to put the Northwest in the spotlight where it belongs.
For as little as £3 a month, you get access to an extra episode every week, plus a live show, which we have some of the biggest comedians in the UK joining us for that live show that we do every monthly, with comedians from the UK live. On stage.
If you're a £10 Patreon, you get free tickets to the show every month as well.
She could bum me, lads.
There we go. Can I squeeze on them titties?
Lemon.
Got a proper tough skin, that.
Yeah, it's a fucking lemon.
I have trading cards of old granny porn stars.
Yeah, we've got loads of specials on the Patreon as well, everything from sports days. Genuinely think I've pulled the hamstring, but it'd be worth it when I win this trophy.
Sleepovers.
Axe throwing.
Puzzle rooms.
Amy wrote me a set to do on stage, which was dead embarrassing. Have a look at these.
I have wanked over my nan.
The more you pledge, the more benefits you get, including early access, Q&A with guests, club cards, prints, discount on merch.
Loads of stuff. If you love this podcast and want to support it, get extra content, help us thrive, sign up today, patreon.com/The Mild High Club. Just £3 a month. What's that? Nothing, is it? Go ahead. Sign up.
Love you.
All right, sound. So, hey guys, I'm just replying to the Huddersfield.
The whole Huddersfield.
The English Community in the Year Award.
Ooh.
That I'm gonna win because you're all shit, especially Ali Woods. Love you, Ali.
And me.
Not
I
even a
didn't
minute
get through
in.
either.
Do you know Ali Woods?
No.
Ginger little beauty is. Up Burnley's calling me
Burnley?
now.
He's in demand.
Mr.
Why are all
Worldwide.
these wolves calling you?
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Woolwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
Brilliant.
Love that. Yeah.
Below.
Sit bull. Go
Look at
on.
these cushions, eh?
Got cushions.
Hudders,
Fancy them?
Look at these. These are nice, aren't they? Everyone.
Huddersfield.
They are
Oh,
really
yeah.
cool. They're really soft
Thing
as
is
well,
though,
aren't
if
they?
I get
And
in,
I've crept them.
I've got a shag in Huddersfield called. It's Jack's name. Jack's name.
Shag
But
7.
he smokes weed,
Woo!
like all the great people do,
Yeah.
and
Sounds like an open-minded.
he's
Yeah,
boss,
individual.
and he just loves a good little gobble. He does. Anyway, my straight mates call it gobble. It knocks me sick, but it's come into my own vocabulary or my vernacular.
Little gobble.
Gobble
Yeah.
just makes me think of turkeys.
Yeah.
That's not what I want to be thinking about, Jordan.
I mean, that sound was close though, wasn't
I'm
it?
going to do that.
Um,
I'm going to do that next time I'm gobbling.
Right, if I get this.
Can't wait.
Anyway, hello. Sorry about that, guys.
Hey, we're back.
Hey.
We're joined with Eddie Fortune and Kay
Kay.
Nicholson, everybody.
No.
What's going on?
Um,
What do
so
you think of the new dude? The new dude. It's totally rad.
say
I've
something nice.
genuinely
Kay.
got no words.
It's good, isn't it?
I
Like, it's
have.
unreal.
It's good, solid 6 out of 10. Beautiful. But
It's
put an
our
extra
My
4
standards are clearly a lot
for
lower
yous
than
being in
Eddie's.
the
Oh,
room.
yeah, thank you very
No,
much.
it's fair. It's nice.
It's
I
unreal.
hope this is nice lighting though. I feel like it's
It should
HD.
be.
It's good lighting.
that, like,
Yeah, you, look,
Straight on your face.
Are we allowed to swear?
you look gobbleable.
You've just said
Cock
gobble.
off.
That's my new compliment.
What?
You look gobbleable.
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 Oh, I like
Stop
that.
it, you're making me blush.
You look gobbleable.
Gobbleable. I'm going to put that on my Grindr. I am gobbleable. Gobbleable.
It's fun to say, isn't it?
It's good. Good alliteration.
Gobbleable.
Gobbleable.
Are you top or bottom?
Straight in there.
She
Verse.
does
I
this.
thought you were going to say
No, that's
I'm
Sam.
straight.
No.
You know.
Straight. I did finger a girl in Witness 2004, actually. It was in
To be fair, if it-
Reflex.
If it was in Witness, though, it might have been a man.
It was in Red. No, her name
So-
was Victoria. Oh, I've said it too late. Yeah, I was wearing pinstripe white trousers, a white shirt, and a tie. Remember, we all wore a tie when we went out.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking of Tom Cruise while she went down on me. And she asked me to go down. I know Tom Cruise, but I did just watch
Why?
Vanilla Sky.
Did it feel similar to Tom Cruise's mouth?
I watched Vanilla Sky and he was very gobbleable. And yeah, and she asked me to go down on her. So I said no. So to answer that question,
Were you just going like that? Going like that against a fanny?
I did. I was wearing.
Is that working?
It's on the
It was
clit.
2004, so I was still wearing a sovereign back then. Remember sovereigns?
Yeah.
So
It's in cash
when,
converters now.
so when you were like going with this girl, did you know you was gay?
Yeah.
and you're just having fun that night. You're just like,
just drunk, yeah.
she looks a bit like a man. Let's go.
No, she's very effeminate.
Yeah.
It was your mate's couch, and I thought we were both a bit young, a bit horny, but
Experimenting.
I'm more top and
More
less
top.
I've had an Imodium.
Okay.
No, because you
That's
got
a risk not worth taking. Is it?
no,
Do you know what I mean?
there's hazards.
Is
Right.
an
Come with
Imodium,
anal
if
sex.
you've had an Imodium, that stops you having a poo? Or does that make you have a
no,
poo?
it-
Thickens
Thickens the stool.
What a lovely podcast. Well,
This is us in
a
a
young doctor I
nutshell.
was sleeping with who stood me up.
Yeah. Bastard.
But you got a douche, and he took an Imodium before he came round as well, so
Okay.
he could.
He was
have
doubly
sex.
clean.
Yeah, so we could get leather.
Doubly
properly.
gobbleable.
Doubly gobbleable. Yeah.
Gobbleable.
You give me a foot massage and then stood me up. Maybe
Oh.
because I get too attached. Maybe I'm the toxic one. Verse top,
Top.
pinky bottom.
Ooh.
You can pop a finger in there if you want.
So
Anytime.
do you do the pull in, like, or do you prefer to be pulled?
Or
Like
does-
physically.
Well, this is quite.
No.
This is me being quite honest. I started going to this place in Manchester called Basement Sauna, and you go in there, and it's a gay sauna. Take all your clothes off, and they give you a key and a white towel.
Right.
And you just go in, walk around in a white towel, and everyone has
Full of semen.
sex. Yeah.
Full
There's
of
even an
semen.
area in there where you can watch a film. And the first time I went, they were playing John Wick
Right.
while all these fellas in white towels were watching it. So it was kind of in the
Isn't there a
moment
scene in
because
it?
John Wick's like just leathering fucking fellas everywhere with his gun, and there's a cafe there. You can order a sausage roll if you want. And some old guy ordered the sausage roll with red sauce, and meters away, someone's just getting fucking bummed everywhere. It's the weirdest dynamic, but it's nice because you'll all go there and there's no pretense. So I've been going to Basement Sauna to get me fill a little bit.
Nice.
I've made some nice friends in there.
Seems an easier
Did
way
he-
to have a shag if you're
Yeah.
just after the shag.
Did
Innit?
he
It is,
sell-
and you
yeah.
bump into loads of drag queens out to drag, and you go, "Is that you, Brenda?" Lebo. Anyways, she's got a few at me now, but she's on Grindr.
Did he sell other foods or just
He
penis
sell
shapes?
paninis.
Kind
I'm
of
gonna have to
penis
tag them on
shaped.
TikTok now. They're in TikTok account. Basement Sauna. I've got a TikTok account.
Have they?
Yeah,
No way.
I think more orgies should have food courts. I think that should be a
I
new
know, but
thing.
imagine going to an orgy and going, "I'm not getting food from here."
Or just going for the food. Just be like, no, I'm just here for the spring rolls.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
They do paninis, chicken tikka,
Chicken
cheddar
tikka, yeah.
and spring onion.
Fucking hell.
Coffees, ale, and they also sell poppers and dildos.
Of course.
Mate, I'd go for a day out there, you know.
You've got a dildo called the Terminator. That's basically just a big black fist.
Yeah.
But it's in a point, so it's easier to go in.
Easy's in, yeah.
What do you mean?
And so it's steamy
It's like
in
that.
there. How do you like pick who you're gonna?
Well, you don't
You
really...
just go in like that.
You don't...
Yeah, eyes closed.
Like telling the
Two
donkey.
jacuzzis.
Back over your head.
Two jacuzzis on your... No, there is a dark room where you don't see what you're doing. You go in and you
You'd
could
be
be
fucked
getting
in
with
there,
anyone.
Amy.
Every room's
Like
a dark
blind,
room. Yeah.
Helpless.
So there's a dark room. I like seeing him with, but I was necking some guy called Peter.
Yeah.
And I went down on him, and then I didn't realise it was Peter. And I went, "Peter, where are you?" And he went, "I'm behind you." And I went, "What the fuck?" I just jumped off, and I just left. I was mortified. I went, "Peter, how long have you not been in front of me? We're meant to be mates."
We're meant to be mates.
And he went, "I think I know who it was." I went, "You're not allowed to tell me. I'm going to the bathroom
Oh
to
my
fucking
God.
Listerine the shit out me gob."
That's so funny.
So
that.
okay, so you do have regret sometimes for the.
I've never
the
done the dark room.
orgy.
I know. So there's people going to really judge me for this podcast.
No,
Yeah, we've had
it-
porn stars on who put stuff up the foreskin. I think you're going to be all
Oh,
right.
I
Yeah.
did see that, but and there's a maze in there. There's a dark maze, and there's,
Maze?
Yeah, you walk around, and if you like someone, you go. Everyone pretends to be more masculine than there.
Go
You
on.
go, "You're all right, mate."
Yeah.
And then you go, "Do you want to go in the locker?" You go in and just start noshing each other off, basically. Have you not heard of this? Literally,
I've heard
everyone goes there. I
dark
bet you all your gay
maze.
mates have been to a gay sauna. It's dead easy. There's no pretense, and it's the politest gay place.
I've heard the
you'll
gay
ever
I
go.
think
saunas. I
it's
didn't
so
know there was
healthy.
Yeah.
like
Like-
food bars and mazes in there as well, though.
Sounds like a Trafford Centre.
The one in London has got a steam maze, so you walk around, you can't fucking see anything. And then you stumble on an orgy and like, oh, look at them.
Yeah, look at them go.
Being bros and
Yeah.
I'd genuinely go
bonding.
there. I'd actually, it genuinely sounds like a really fun day out.
is.
Did lesbians go?
That's
No,
what I was
totally.
thinking.
It's just a gay sauna for gay men. They do have trans nights in some saunas as well. If you don't feel comfortable going with the whatever down there, they have trans nights as well. But
Is the places for big lesbo orgies?
I don't know. I've not heard of any lesbian saunas, to be honest. But I had a nice four-way in there.
Yeah.
I found some guy on the sling waiting for people to come in and just slam his arsehole. And I like him a bit more than I'm not. So I took them too. I mean, I forgot about my mates and I went, oh, get in. And halfway through the orgy, oh, girls, because we dropped the masculine song, girls, I'm bored. I'm all cocked out. Should we just go to Eagle and watch K.Y. Kelly do some drag numbers? And they all went, all right then. So we all got changed. We went to Eagle Bar, sniff poppers, and watched drag queens lip sync to fucking Diana Ross.
Sounds like a fucking great night.
I
that.
should have been born a gay man, you know.
I know.
I think you got the spirit of a gay man.
I have, haven't I? No, I have. It is why I'm single at 26. It genuinely is. I spent most of me weekend. That's how we know each other, isn't it? Just from like gay bars.
Yeah.
I'm age fluid now, so I don't identify with age anymore. I think I've been emailed back from Huddersfield.
Let's go. Let's see if Eddie's in the competition. Is there any good gay saunas
put
in Huddersfield?
It was for Exeter. Oh, fuck off.
No, fuck
Got it
off.
wrong. What was that? Sorry.
Is there any good gay saunas in Huddersfield?
No, just my mate's house.
Oh, okay.
Who's got this
Puts the eating on.
pure banged up Volkswagen. It's like one side mirror, but it makes him look even sexier because he got paid £50 recently to film himself driving with no socks or trainers on.
Yeah.
Someone wanted to give him £50 to watch him
That's mad.
rev the car
Yeah.
with just his feet.
Well,
and he prepaid him.
Yeah.
And then he went, can I see the soles of your feet? And my mate went, that's too far.
Yeah,
That's
weirdo.
too far.
There's people that have specific, like, they like a wrinkly sole, or like they have taste in soles, which is weird, isn't it?
Well, I have started to take more care of my feet because lads like socks and feet. 'Cause
yeah,
lads-
man at hard,
lads
you can knock
love
on them.
No, yeah, I've started moisturising. I went into Home and Bargain yesterday and said, I must have been hanging up my ass. Have you got any foot masks? She went, what's a foot mask? I went, like when you put a mask on your face that moisturises a creamy sock. She went, what do you mean? I went, there's things that you put on your feet that make them soft. And I went, sorry, I'm high.
Sorry.
But it was a foot sock, a moisturising foot sock.
Do they exist? Yeah.
Yeah, you can get them.
So we was contacted by a possible new sponsor. We have to reply, don't we? But as to be like a middleman, like advertise a website where you sell your feet, basically.
Yeah.
So I'd be like a pimp daddy.
Well,
for
funny
feet.
enough, I googled this the other week.
Oh, really?
Genuinely googled how do I start selling pictures of my feet because
Yeah.
I'm skinned.
Yeah.
With funwithfeet.com. I don't know what the website was.
I think that
Something
that
like
is actually
Yeah.
one of them.
They've
Like
stayed in
fancy
touch.
feet or something
It
like
was,
that.
it was something like fun with feet or something with fun in it.
Yeah.
Well, if you do end up going with them,
Yeah, we'll
I mean,
Yeah. Hook you up. Hook me up as well.
because I'm skinned.
I gave a 21-year-old student a foot massage the other day.
Oh,
And realised I was too old for him because we were watching Death Becomes Her, which is ironic because it's about old people taking potion to make themselves look younger. And he went, what's that? As she was writing a check.
Yeah.
It's a check. He went,
Oh,
a
shit,
check?
yeah,
What's
yeah.
a check? And he goes, oh, I've seen one once, like there was some ancient antique. It's
like
brilliant.
it's hieroglyphics or something.
Then I sucked his dick.
And then he realised he was too young.
It's only polite thing to do.
No, the thing is,
You like giving foot rubs?
he was
This is
okay,
too-
but he had braces still, so it made him look it made him look too young.
make him
Like
too
literally
young.
like prepubescent.
I
Like,
mean, he was legal in 21, but
Yeah.
he started jumping up and down, and I went, stop.
Like on the bed?
But that energy is too, no, just in general, when I said something exciting, let's go and do this.
Oh, really?
Started jumping up and down, I went, stop. That's
Stop.
And then the Spice Girls routine
Yeah.
happened. Because we're gay.
Do you like rubbing feet, or is just you had 2 stories so far already about rubbing feet?
If they've good feet.
Okay.
Yeah, he did put his toe on my arsehole when I bent over just to
to
put my phone on charge. I'm like, oh no, lad.
So like a
Or-
foot job.
They can,
Yeah.
No, they're just
No?
a bit. No one really can feel what they're doing with their own feet
Yeah.
properly. So
Yeah.
you don't want to get the fuck ragged out of your dick. Do you?
Yeah.
What about you? If you had a foot rub,
Yeah. A foot rub or a foot job? What are we saying?
I don't know. A foot rub. What would a foot job be compared to a foot rub?
So a foot rub is when you actually just like
Someone
massage.
Massage.
And then
A foot job is when
like
it's the other way around when you. All right. You've got a good instep there too.
Oh, but do you know what? I was just thinking that. I've also got a hole in my sock. Oh my
For a
god,
bit of
I'm so
grip.
poor.
People don't like that though.
Yeah.
Your socks. Inside out.
Are they? Probably.
That's my fetish. I love seeing the little cotton stick.
I'm a mess of a human being.
It was so funny the other night. We went to do a gig together, and we were sat around. Katie Tracy was there,
My baby.
and she goes to Kay. She goes, "Oh, Kay, I'm dead jealous of you. You know, because you're at that age now where and you've got like nothing going on, so you can just be out at gigs all the time." And Kay went, "Is this you just trying to say that my life's fucking shit?" And she went, No, I don't mean it like that. And she was like, "Well, because I've got fuck all going on at home, so I can just come out whenever I want. Take me sad self to comedy and all
She
that."
was like, because you don't have a boyfriend
Yeah.
or any responsibilities. And I was like, thank you, Katie.
yeah, it was so funny. Like,
Hurtful.
Your parents don't like you.
yeah. No one worries if you don't come home. Great.
No, I forgot you were here until you opened your mouth.
it was funny that.
Our mate got like chatted up by Duncan from Blue in a sauna.
Over the water.
Northwich sauna.
The sauna.
Somewhere in the
With
middle.
Northwich, Duncan from Blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not my type.
It might have just been. I don't think he went. He didn't go to a gay
What is your
sauna, my
type?
mate. He was in like a gym sauna,
Regular
a
sauna.
regular sauna, and Duncan from Blue was in the sauna, and he like come on to him.
What is my type, sorry?
Yeah.
21.
21.
White, unemployed, low morals,
Yeah.
and a high sex drive.
Okay.
And a massive fragility. Insecure as well.
I like afraid of commitment as well.
They've got to be emotionally unavailable for me as well. Absolutely. With foreskin, with a good bell end to skin ratio. That's
I'm not that
that
specific.
you're able to pull back and
Foreskin.
think, I'm not going to hurt them.
Yeah.
And it's too tight, it's weird, that, isn't it?
I've never been with a non-foreskinned fellow.
I
Well, we know
seen.
teens uncut.
No.
You
None.
cut?
Uncut.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. That's me. Yeah.
Do you know, I didn't see an uncircumcised penis till I was 22. Because I
Yeah.
was with someone for like, the only person I was sleeping with for like five
I've
and a half
never
years.
like
and he was
seen one in
circumcised,
real
and then-
life.
Yeah.
I didn't until I met someone in the basement of someone's Edinburgh flat in 2016. He was American. And yeah, this first time I saw it.
But I mean, like, don't they
I
all
met him
look?
down there for a reason, obviously.
Don't they all really look cut when like sex is happening anyway?
No.
Oh, Dean, you're just not a gay man, are you?
The uncircumcised ones look a lot different, I think.
It sounds like the name of a band, the Uncircumcised Ones.
So what's the difference when they're up or when they're... Well, obviously there's no skin.
There's just like an uncircumcised one is literally just a penis and a bell end.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
Okay.
There's no frills. There's no accessories.
No, but what I'm saying though is
There's no hood, there's no little North Face hoodie
Yeah,
on
it's
top
like
of
it's-
it.
when you're having sex though, your foreskin comes back, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So like they kind of just look the same when you're having sex.
Because the reason
anyway,
they've
don't
got
it?
that excess
just-
skin is for when so it can grow into it.
No, it's not that.
Fill up the...
It's to,
That's not a thing.
that's not what happens.
Oh, that was what I surmised from the whole situation. Extra skin for when you fill it like a water balloon.
No.
Oh.
That's why. Well, what do you think happens when they cut it off?
It's tight and less feely good.
Well,
I don't think they're less sensitive.
with anal sex
Oh,
is
they
hard.
are they less sensitive?
Yeah, they're not as
Well,
good.
obviously.
They're
No,
less
but-
sensitive, aren't
No,
they?
it's hard with anal sex
sorry,
because
circumcised are less sensitive.
Yeah.
Are they?
yeah, because they've got a bit more. They're a bit more weathered.
Yeah.
Because they've
Yeah.
been
Oh,
rubbing
oh,
against
protected.
things. Yes.
So then it's revealed, whereas a circumcised
Like-
one's just out in the
So it's got
elements. innit?
nothing to do with growing.
No,
I don't think so.
not at all.
But it's hard.
But it makes sense.
But if
doesn't it?
if you are uncircumcised, it's hard to go into someone's bumhole
Yeah.
because it might get caught and like go. You know, it's like I can imagine the dick. You know, just feel like so that's why we use a lot of lube.
Okay.
It's such a shame the arsehole isn't self lubricate like the vagina.
Yeah.
I wish my bumhole was
Yeah.
a vagina.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think
Need
so.
some- yeah.
Without the periods. Ew. Jokes. No period shaming here.
So one of our
Period shaming.
questions that we have is your addiction. What's your addiction? Is it shagging?
I think it's looking for validation on Grindr from strangers, because you get lost on Grindr and you realise you've spent hours on it
Okay.
looking for cock.
So all
You
I've
can
ever
do
heard,
that, but you can wean yourself off it. It's that or drinking red wine alone and watching Whitney Houston live performances from the 80s when she was in her prime.
that's a gay sentence, that, isn't it?
Fucking hell, yeah. I just felt my ass prolapse onto the chair, to be honest.
I started self-lubricating then. But I've always, like, people on stage, when they talk about Grindr, they say, like, oh, Tinder's dead hard, but Grindr, you just fucking go, boop, and there's 4 people already.
It can get dead addictive. And
Is
you
it like
start,
that? Is it that easy on Grindr?
Once you switch it off, you realise how much spare time you've got, because you're always on there
Right.
looking for, validation.
But is it
off
literally
other
as simple as, like,
strangers.
going on that right now and being like, does anyone want to have a shagging?
I could go on Grindr
In
now
10
and get a
minutes.
suck off Dean.
I've got mates
No,
that treat it like just eat. Like, oh, I'll order a shag for when I get in. Like,
know it-
genuinely, that's how they, like, it's
That's
that
so
kind of,
funny,
like,
that.
Yeah, it's
like the literally,
it
like,
is. It's like,
Getting called
Yeah.
back on the
like an
shag.
it's like
Yeah.
Argos catalogue.
literally, yeah.
Oh my god, can you get one here right now?
I don't know who's on it at the minute.
Let's go on your Grindr.
I'll have Cake on my Grindr if you want.
Yeah, read out his
This
messages,
is
Kate.
nothing to do with me. Any men that might do that to me. Okay.
Probably have more luck with gay men anyway, I normally
Just
do.
making sure my dick's not out on anything. You tap on the profile and you see that there's a lot of headless people.
Yeah, let's read some, like, bios.
There's a lot of headless people in this vicinity.
That person has said, what?
He works in the masquerade. So, I mean,
It's funny that you
pub.
already know them as well.
Because he's just,
Like-
it just says suck you now. Is that like his name on Grindr is suck you now?
no, that was his Christian name.
It's on his birth certificate. that.
Suck you now, Smith.
Is he Asian? Might be
I was
Asian.
thinking that. Yeah.
So like, how do you like? Oh, so they're your messages.
Oh,
Don't go in them.
Honestly.
I just want to
Oh,
see
man, Joe,
people's
if you've seen
bios.
I
and
think
that.
you should go
Okay.
in there.
So that's just a picture of a street with cars on. I don't think he understands what he's doing there.
Oh,
Does
that
he?
means he doesn't want his face to be seen or send it privately
Right.
because he's discreet. And I still think there's nothing discreet about me
But
not with
he's-
a man and fucking him, to be honest.
No, it's very
It's just not
undiscreet,
discreet,
that,
is
innit?
it?
Yeah.
But you know what I hate? He's used like what's it called, like a colon and the letter P for like the tongue emoji,
Which
just makes-
the proper emoji.
which just makes me think that. Well,
Oh.
oh, it's ringing, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it's at 08, it's at 08 number.
oh no, it's all right. It's just O2. Do you want me to buy my
Answer
fucking
it.
phone?
So he's ringing like it was him on the like.
Oh, whoever's impersonating and using my pics in Liverpool, I will slap you, you cunt.
Let's have a look at his profile picture.
It's the street.
Oh my god, the street's fuming.
The street for you.
Google Street View.
I belong to the
Sidebar
street.
street's getting fucking catfished.
This is so interesting. So I didn't know
Your
they were
mates
all
never
just
let you go on
there.
it. They don't fucking trust you.
No, of course they fucking don't.
Because you probably do that thing like we used to do when people go show you the pictures and like, oh, look at this bird I'm seeing. You go, oh yeah, hey,
Yeah.
just like that. And it was like, that was from fucking ages ago. That lad, I look mental now. You're like, oh, sorry.
I'm also like a crank. Like even if that fella was like the fittest fella in the world, the fact that he used the colon and the P would make me go, ha, no. Like absolutely not.
Is that what-
I'm weirdly picky with
Is that
stuff
what
like that.
puts you off people? Is it stuff like that?
I've got really odd icks, like
what-
really specific icks.
what are they?
If you don't use the proper emoji,
Yeah.
that's a bit weird. I can't think of them off the top of my head now, but like, if you're in town and we're all like, someone singing along to the song and they sing the wrong lyrics really confidently.
Oh,
I
that's
think
me.
that's
I'd
disgusting.
rather that than the miming confidently with the wrong lyrics.
So I'm saying the wrong lyrics. That's what I'm saying. Like, so you know, like, say if we're at, you know, dancing, having a nice time, and he's belting out a song, we're having a ball, and then he belts out the wrong lyrics.
I sing whenever
Try
I
it,
want
then again.
and just take it as my own verse. It's the song featuring me, and this is my verse, and I make up the words. And sometimes I'll like
That's why I'm not
I'll
gonna
add a
shag you,
country
Amy.
spin on it.
What's your karaoke song then?
I've never
Mine
done
is
karaoke.
My Way, Frank Sinatra. But
That's
only
a
in
good
only in
one.
pubs full of old ladies.
I think I'd do
They
ABBA
love
or
it.
Dolly
Anytime
Parton.
they like it.
Yeah.
Dolly Parton maybe.
I
or
do like
ABBA.
Highlands in the Stream. And I
Yeah,
also like Sonny and Cher, I've Got You, Babe.
yeah. Oh,
that was mine and my granddad's song. I got you, babe.
Oh.
He's dead.
My nan's dead.
Yeah, I know it's horrible, innit? Do you remember Faye? Do you know my mate Faye?
Can we go back to
so.
talk about bumming?
Dunno.
So it's just islands in the stream. I've got to say this is so funny. She genuinely thought the words were Alan's in this dream.
Alan's in this dream.
Alan's in this dream.
What, you were bickering about to each other?
Funny you say that. I thought Charlene Spiteri from Texas was a lesbian, and I thought, you know that song, You Make Me Feel? I thought it was, why'd you touch my inner thigh? I honestly thought those were the lyrics. I was like, I think them Charlene Spiteri. Okay, she's not a lesbian. I need to recheck those lyrics.
Angel Face just tapped you.
No, block him. Block the motherfucker.
Why?
Every fucking year.
Well, is that just automatically unblocked for?
Just block.
Straightforward guy. Don't be shy, say hi. Please reply. Oh, he rhymes.
It sounds like blind date.
Yeah.
Happy to share Facebook after chat. Would be nice to find Mr. Right, but happy to make friends with Mr. Right now too. Devil emoji.
Oh no.
Felt like I was in the Lisbon with those gay bars. See what I've done there?
You said the
Wow.
Lisbon. The Lisbon was your first go-to.
Yeah, because we used to, that was the only gay bar I've been in, because we used to work opposite the Lisbon on
What's the best gay bar in
Slater
town?
Street.
And have you been to the townhouse in the winter?
On Point is the best place to go because it's open all day,
Done a gig there. Remember
all
that?
night. They've moved by G-Bar, and it's just full of it's a good mix, like full of loads of, like, not a screen lids, cat lezzers, and
Cat
gays.
lezzers.
Oh yeah, they normally hang out.
Not a screen lids, straight.
Yeah,
gay.
straight, gay. It's just a big community of people and just all chilling there. And cat lezzers are normally in Navy Bar with the ponytails rolling around on the floor downstairs.
Okay.
And Nelly got in a taxi with a bunch of Whittle cat lezzers, 5 of them, and I managed to not get in the taxi. And everyone was like, we were really worried about you for a moment. Because they fucking love
I love the
guys.
terms, like,
Most of them got one broken arm as well.
does everyone refer to them as cat lezzers?
No, just me.
Oh, okay, sound. But
No, there is a branch.
there's a lot of terms in the community, isn't there?
Yeah.
Like,
There's a lot
Is
of,
there
is
Scouse
this-
specific
Yeah, that's what I
gay
was gonna ask.
terms?
Like cat leather seems like a very Scouse
Yeah, that's
specific
just like
gay
Scouse.
term.
no, it is. There is a branch of cat lezzers. It's just a thing in Liverpool. Oh, you got your subcategories of
Yeah.
homos, haven't you? You got like twinks. You got twinks who have started to go in the gym and they're called twunks.
Twunks? In the swimming twunks?
Fucking twunks. Yeah, they're twinks with pecs.
Oh, okay. Shouldn't they be
Twunks.
called twex then?
Twex. Damn it! He's altered the course of history.
Straight white male come in changing everything.
No. We found our saviour. We got bears.
What are otters?
You got cubs. Otters. You're an otter.
I'm an otter.
Like slim, a bit hairy.
All right.
Or a tattered otter. A twatter, isn't that?
Squatter.
You got bears, got cubs, which are young bears.
Yeah.
How do you spot
So
it?
a cub's like a young
You've got fat
hairy
fuckers, but you're just
person.
fat fuckers.
Just fat fucks.
And you've got wolves as well, it's like really skinny and hairy. You got foxes, just hairy and ginger. To be honest. You
Are they all animal based?
Mostly, yeah.
It does sound like you know, like when you went to Scouts when you were a kid.
Yeah.
Like the different levels.
Yeah.
And then you've got your positions, you've got tops, you've got verse tops, dom tops, submissive tops, first
power
bottoms, power bottoms.
What's
is
that?
when you could just you like getting railed.
So I could lie there and someone absolutely ride the fuck out of me.
Railed the fuck out of you.
They'd be a power bottom even though they're on top.
No, they're a power top.
So you be a power bottom.
They're a dom
But I'm
top.
shagging though.
What's the long-term effects of being a power bottom?
Cancer. We can. Too dark. It probably is statistically. No. Long-term effects of being a power bottom.
Yeah.
If you treat your anus all right,
How do you treat your anus all right?
just don't lash things up there that are too big. To be
Okay.
honest,
Right.
most people are bottom. It's fine. The sphincter is elasticated.
Yeah.
Obviously, it will go back to normal. But you know, like most things,
gonna age over time, innit?
wear and tear can
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
And I'm like a tree. If you look at my arsehole and count the rings on it, you'll will find out my real age. but yeah, you know, it's okay. But you know, no one's gonna, no gay guys are walking around with a tampon in their arseholes unless they're into extreme
Bumming.
fisting.
Yeah, some extreme. What's the most extreme like bar you've been in?
It was my birthday 2017. I was working on Las Iguanas. Don't recommend
Crazy
that.
Hey, 2 for 1 cocktails. Hey.
Don't recommend Las Iguanas if you want a bottom. But it was my birthday, so I thought to stay in Canal Street. And I went to Eagle Bar. There's this thing called Jockstrap Party. And I didn't know it was Jockstrap Party, so I went in and everyone was in jockstraps. Everyone. And I looked like the cunt because I was in double denim. And people in jockstraps were looking at me going,
That's
they
the only
literally had the
time
holes
ever.
hanging out. So I went to the toilet and I was thinking, why are the toilets so spacious and so big?
Yeah.
And I realised it was so they could fit loads of men in a cubicle. One guy come in there, he had a jockstrap on. And he had to take his jockstrap off to give us a little bumper coke. And he gave us all a bumper coke. And then he went, oh, girls. We went, what? I went, that was the wrong bag. I went, what is it then? He went, oh, I've just given you all them cats. And we all went, how dare. And then I rimmed someone for half an hour while my dick was a bath. Big. My dick looked like a pimple. And then I woke up with some Scottish guy's socks on my feet.
Yeah. Wow. That's what a
And that was
to a night that is.
so Eagle Bar.
Eagle Bar's the one, yeah.
Oh no. It'd probably be any bar in Gran Canaria, because the gay bars in Gran Canaria, you go into the toilet, but the toilets have another section that heterosexual toilets don't have. You break
How'd you
off
get
into
in there?
corridor and cubicles.
You have to press
where
a
people
certain
haven't-
button.
No, just walk through.
Solve a riddle.
I was I thought what that second button
It just
on the
looks
top
like
done.
it looks like it's a black entrance. It looks like you're going into the upside down because you can't see any light coming out of
Yeah.
it. It's just like a horror film. You go in and people just walking around,
Let's have a
getting up
nice
to
time.
stuff. Yeah.
Because there's that bar in Berlin, isn't there? I don't know what it's called. The one.
Oh,
Go on,
the
Go on,
one.
Teen, you do. You've been.
No, you can't get in, can
one
you?
you
Unless
can't
they
get
say
in, yeah.
you can come in. I've never been to
Oh,
Berlin.
but,
That sounds like a nice bar. You can't go in unless they say you can come in.
But then, but crazy stuff's meant to happen in them, like
Yeah.
fetish bars and that.
Oh, the
Is there
big
any of them in
sex-
England? Like
the-
fetish bars.
Oh, fetish bars. I don't know,
Yeah, because there's swingers
in
bar over in
Birkenhead.
Birkenhead, isn't
I've
there?
been to that one and it was a gay S&M night.
Yeah.
I still really want to go there.
Get me, mate.
We're gonna
Sandy
try
asked me to go.
it.
Curiosity.
We're trying to sort something out.
Yeah.
Mate Andy asked me to go and I didn't want to. Wasn't my scene. He went, please. I went, okay. And 'cause we went on a date in Zizi restaurant and he asked me to choke him over the carbonara, which is dead weird. Yeah, he went, choke me. I went, me carbonara's just come. So it was like this fettuccine carbonara nonsense while I was choking him. That's me mum calling, so that's mum.
Get your mad on.
I've got to do she wants me to do a karate thesis for her. I've got to,
Karate
yeah, I'm
thesis?
doing the karate thesis for me mum tonight.
What do you mean? Do you know karate?
My mum's the highest ranking karate, female karateka in the United Kingdom.
What?
What?
Yeah, she's going
my
into the
head's
sixth
fell off,
dan.
you know.
She's going into the sixth dan this Saturday. Carol Fortune. She's trained with with Sensei Noida from Hong Kong. Yeah. I just don't tell you because it's just like, don't want to blow me at me mum. My mum's better than me, that's why I don't like it.
You've been like, this is my sixth dan this week as well.
Yeah.
Hey!
So she's got to go and
It's okay,
spar
though.
with a bunch of men, but she's sprained a knee, so we're waiting on the recovery for tomorrow. Oh, yeah, so sex party.
Sorry, I,
Mum-
Sorry, I'm Googling your mum.
Carol Fortune.
I want to go back to your ma. Is she competing on the weekend, or is she just like doing
It's
like
for
a,
the sixth dan. So you got to wait 6 years
yeah?
from your last dan, which is the fifth dan. So each year you got to wait the next year to get it.
And you do like a
So it's a grading for a sixth dan.
right.
So Fortune's genuinely the family name then? I thought it
Yeah.
was a stage name. That's such a good name.
Eddie Fortune. I think it's Nigerian in origin. But I haven't looked back. Yeah, it is. Because I was in the Easy Hotel, bumming someone. And there's a receptionist who's from Nigeria. I went, oh, Fortune, a very Nigerian name. I went, is it? So I googled it. I was like, I'm Nigerian. But I'm not. I'm just from St. Helens. But anyway,
Are you from St. Helens?
no, that's a lie as well.
Oh, okay.
Toxteth. Sorry, it's posher than that. I'm from Toxteth.
Toaster.
Do you know what? Two Spanish people come up to you and went, can you tell me where Specay is? I went, oh, girl, you just made speak sound proper first. Specay. Specay. Rouge Ferret.
That's so funny.
You know what that is, don't you?
Rouge Ferret.
Yeah. Rock Ferry, but posh.
Oh.
We call it Rouge Ferret because it sounds better. No, that
It's
doesn't
like a
matter.
chocolate. Rouge Ferret.
It does sound like
Ferrero
a chocolate.
Rocher.
Oh, yeah, so sex
Ferret.
party. Yeah, I went to the swingers bar.
Yeah.
My mate Andy, and I just took all my clothes off and had little red boxes on with the rainbow on. You know, just in case people didn't know I was gay. My mate wore nothing. And we went in, there was gimps and masters and slaves and subs and doms
Yeah.
and people with ball gags on. And there was even a guy dressed as Spider-Man. Like, it was all
Just,
masters
hey, I'm
and
at the wrong
slaves.
party.
People on people on leads as well. I was like, it could be Tom Holland. So it's like, it's his dad from The Will or something. Johnny works in
maybe.
Primark. And
That's
then
nice.
we were like, I thought this was going to be a massive orgy because, you know, you feel the atmosphere change because Jackie the nun came in and cracked a whip.
Oh, yeah.
And you know this story, yeah?
Yeah.
She cracked a whip and went, oh, fucking hell, we're just going to have to just stop, just lashing me tongues up assholes. And we all played bingo. We sat down and played bingo. Imagine Gimps. And when Gimps was sitting down, you could hear the rubber going. And we all, get your dabbers out, boys. And Gimps. We was like, Gimp, just you couldn't see. We're all playing bingo.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I want a bottle of. That's what I was thinking. How are they going to shout bingo with a ball gag in the mouth?
69.
I want some shaken back. And my mate won like a little mug with a cock
That's
on.
amazing.
Classic.
I want to try. I want us to do a special in there, podcast special. That'd be funny, wouldn't
Go
it?
off.
Yeah.
Because
Hey, Mum, I'm in a podcast at the
Here we
minute.
go.
I will do your thesis in a minute. We are talking about you on camera. Are you the highest graded female? Mum, no, you're interrupting me. Mum. Oh, she thought she was ringing me dad. Wow. but 3 times on the run. My dad's called Eddie Fortune as well. Yes, yeah, Eddie Fortune.
Nigerian, no.
So you're-
Stupid bitch. You say both of us as Eddie.
I was about to say she should really save you as different things, shouldn't she? Really?
Dozy old cow.
That's
I'm
mad.
not. I think you're great. You don't punch me head in.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that orgy, loads of doctors and lawyers and people in positions of power who wants to be treated like with authority. They want to be submissive.
Yeah.
That's always the way, innit? Like the powerful people always want to be like humiliated and shit like that.
Not
'cause
always the way, but sometimes the way.
seems to be most of the time.
Me friend who's a head teacher, I can't mention his name, but he used to have someone walk around his back garden. I have him on a lead with a horse's tail.
Yeah.
And
Imagine looking out your window and seeing that next door. What the fuck's going on there?
Wow, I'd love to see it.
Hi, John.
I've got a parcel for you.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
you weren't answering, but now I know why.
How long have you been doing stand up, Eddie?
In 2011, there's this place called Embryo, and a few of your older performing arts mates will know it. And I was seeing some ginger guy at the time, had a massive right toe, and I can't really
just
remember.
the right one.
I can't say his name, but he's dead spiritual. And I remember he's one of those weird spiritual people. Like, we were arguing at one time. Like, he believes in 11/11 and the secret and stuff.
Yeah.
We were arguing at one point.
That's another Rick, by the way.
And I was pointing at him. And every time I pointed at him, he was going, ow. I went, why are you saying ow? I'm not even touching you. He went, because you're poking holes in me aura.
Oh God.
He did say that. But oh, God. And he said, do you know what? I asked the universe for things. When I'm on a red light, I ask for it to turn green.
Yeah.
And it does.
And I just went, are you on fucking smack?
I don't think people like that should be allowed to reproduce.
I remember him dumping me while I had a 6-foot orange balloon. I blew it up for him after he'd been on holiday, and it was a massive big clown balloon, 6 foot. And he walked in the door and I went, I just thought it'd be dead exciting for him to say. And he opened the door and I went, you dumped. I looked like a psycho. I've got the picture. I'll show you the picture somewhere later. I'll send it to you for the podcast.
Yeah.
A big giant, and then I had to just sit with him and his mates watching Beyonce at Glastonbury.
Why didn't you just leave?
Because
Waiting for his balloon to go down.
I didn't know how to leave. I was just like in shock with this giant orange balloon.
I just love the idea of you with this massive balloon.
It took me ages to
and
blow
him
up.
going, you dumped and you let him go over it for ages. It's just gone
Honestly though,
for ages because it's a 6-foot balloon.
No, it's that
That'd be a
big
good
though.
sketch.
If I would have let him hold it and burst it, it would have killed him. It probably would have torn the fucker in two, and I sadly didn't get to do that. But I remember the first time I got Grindr. My mate Joe, when I was in Speak, said don't go to his house because Grindr's about sex, and he was straight. I went, it's not a lovely dating app. I went round to his, and I went, I've got a bottle of Jack Daniels off me dad. And I went, well, we're not having sex tonight. We're not having sex. And we drank the bottle of 2 bottles of Jack Daniels, and then I had my tongue in his arsehole bust. So it wasn't sex act. I was the first year Grind to come out. So what was it? I've gone on a tangent there. What was the question?
Come on, we're doing stand-up for
Always back to rimming.
So it's not a fist.
All roads lead back to rimming.
It's not a fist until it hits the wrist, guys. Just getting technical. And there's a spare slot at Embryo. I mean, the guy I was half dating was performing, he'd done his thing. And someone said, there's a slot going for you. Slot. And I thought, I'll do it. I just pretended I was the main character. I was a pretty woman until they discovered it was me. And then I realised I was funny. And then I stopped it and tried again in 2013. I took it seriously in 2016. You piss around the first few years and then you go, I'm actually funny. I can do this as a job.
Yeah.
And then I started the Karen movement.
So there's a question about the Karen thing, I think, of Jane Pickering.
Oh, is there?
Have you wrote anything down, or should I get that off my phone?
I know Jane Pickering, but
she's the queen
She's
of
an
podcasts.
angel.
Yeah, she always sends me likes everything I do. I was supportive.
She's very supportive of all podcasts and comedians from the Northwest.
I know the name though, yeah.
She's lovely. She's asked us a question regarding the Karen thing.
Oh, we've got a few questions. Okay, so Jane Pickering, please ask Edda if the terrifying woman customer in the restaurant sketches is based on a real-life person. Noticed I haven't asked about novels or films, but it would be nice to know if there's time. She loves knowing about people's books that they read.
A wholesome human being.
Honestly.
Okay, I'll tell you quickly. My favourite book is Dreamcatcher, which I read in 2003 in Aberystwyth, and I called Crabs 6 times, but that's a different story. But it's Dreamcatcher, Stephen King.
Times.
First 2 times was one was off some guy called Joe.
How long were you
I'd say
there?
his second name online because I don't give a fuck. What's his name again? Joe. I was there for a couple of years.
Oh, okay.
I
thought you were there for like a weekend.
A weekend break, yeah.
Oh, no, we had to
crabs 6 times.
There was a crabs
Jesus
epidemic
Christ,
in Aberystwyth, and it went round. It was our COVID.
Crab epidemic in Aberystwyth.
You know what?
Epidemic in
And
Aberystwyth.
you got this lotion called Derbachem, and it got rid of crab infestation. We all went into Boots and went, can we have some knits lotion? And the gay guy was like, you've got crabs, okay. And my mate sat down next to me, Kerry, the lesbian, and
Is that a full name?
I went, give her a hug and went, have you got Derbachem on? And she sniffed my neck and went, have you got it? And we went, we all got crabs 6 times, and you have to iron your bed sheets to get rid of crab infestation.
Really?
And I mustn't have ironed the sheets properly, so we kept having a reoccurrence.
Kept coming back on that, yeah.
And when you're younger in university, the showers were dead crap, so I had these crabs on my pabs and you could see them. So I thought, the shower's not working, so I got a bath and thought, what if they're floating towards me? But Derbachem sorted them, and
Derbachem.
So you can
it's
see them,
Derbachem,
yeah.
guys, Boots, $9.99.
I don't know.
Quite big, then.
No, but you can see them
like
crawling around.
light
It was
knit
upsetting.
size, are they?
Yeah, knit, white, but the white. So against like black
Yep.
or dark pubic
Black
hair.
pabs, you can see them.
What was the question
So-
again? I've gone on a tangent.
Comedy. Novel, but we got that. It was
Rimming.
the crab catcher.
Dreamcatcher, yeah.
Novels.
It's based on like an amalgamation of customers. Like a lot of my comedy lads are based on like all the worst things of one person put into one for embellishment or
Right,
stuff.
yeah.
But yeah, I've had some weird customers. Like one woman wanted us to. I went outside and she had like big sweaty salt and vinegar tits on and blue eyeshadow, and she said, "Can you do something about the sun, please?" The fucking sun. And I googled it because I was that angry how hot the sun is. It said 100 billion nuclear bombs, just to say. And I went up to her and went, do you know what, Barbara? I've spoken to head office and they said they will sort you a solar eclipse out. So she was fuming at me. Fuming. One woman cut into a tomato and it burst over the white Versace jeans. She asked for a refund because the tomatoes were too juicy. I was in Las Iguanas, a bunch of hens were in. I went, we can't save you anymore. And they went, why? I went, because 2 of you are asleep. And they went on Twitter to say, I am disgusted. And then we found them outside that Pins or whatever, or Roxy Ballroom.
Oh, yeah.
2 of them just asleep at 2 p.m. We've had people shout at us.
It's a shite job to have that, like hospitality and that in it. Because you're dealing with people at the worst when they're like bladdered or hungry. Do you get what I mean?
Bladdered
Like,
and hungry and angry.
yeah. Like, it's just the worst environment for like staff to be in. And you know, and like when there's problems with food and that, and he complains to waiters, and you're like, you do know I'm not the fucking chef and the manager and everything else here, you know.
You get to a point where you stop caring about someone. Like, my mate forgot to put like a lasagna through for someone. Can you go and tell them? I went, all right, then. I went to them. We've got some bad news. The lasagna that you ordered hasn't been put through for an hour. And they went, well, what's the good news? I've just put it through for you. You were furious. I went to one's mum, oh my God, your food's taking ages. She went, it is. I went, oh, fucking chocolate. I hope you've seen us. Just stopped giving a shit.
You should get a job at that Karen's diner.
I want to, but I don't want to do hospitality. No, it's crap pay.
At least in that one, though, you can say shit
Kyle
like that.
didn't even invite me to Karen's to do the gig, you little fucking meth.
I seen that the other day,
I wanted to do that, but it looked a bit
hard.
weird.
Yeah.
There was kids there and that.
You can't really be mean
I've got a
Karen's diner.
full insight on the gig if you want it. Because James Allen was there. And
James' little mate, I'll just...
So
It
Kyle's...
looked a bit weird, the setup, because everyone was just like eating while comedians were shouting at them.
Well, Kyle's in New York, isn't he? And he set it up and got James to do it over for him.
Kyle's a trailblazer with his travelling, man.
He's all over the place, isn't he?
Yeah, constantly.
And that's
He
just because of the
bounces
weed.
everywhere.
So James said, he put, Kyle, you owe me for this. I'm gigging in front of a kitchen. And he said, send me some pictures. He sent to me. And then he said, there's children here. And then afterwards, he said, I got heckled by a kid last night, and then I told him that Santa wasn't real. So yeah, that's the vibe of Karen's diner gigs, I think.
But I've come out as Karen now in me play because in
your show.
Smells the balls. And because I think with me show, do you want to see? Do you think?
Did you like host as Karen?
Yeah.
And then come on later? Or?
No, I went on as Eddie and then me. That's me. I went on as me.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, what a knobhead. And then I had to break. I do a 90-minute show for Karen. And then on my break, I come back out as Karen.
Right.
And say I've killed that faggot.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, like
Got a pass to say that word, guys.
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah.
And then I'm just Karen, and then do the whole end of it as Karen being a twat,
Right, okay.
but defending Karen.
Yeah.
So no one can do me for misogyny because it's almost misogynistic now. The Karen me, what people are thinking.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
come out as Karen and defend the Karens of the world. Not being
okay.
racist.
Yeah. Your clips are dead good. I like this.
I'm doing
Yeah.
more. I stopped doing them for a little bit because I went through a drinking phase. That was my addiction's red wine. I went through a drinking phase. So you've got no motivation when you're drinking too much or smoking
Yeah.
too
The
much.
only
or doing
motivation
more.
is just get more of
More of
alcohol
that,
or
yeah.
whatever.
I'm at my
it is.
best on stage sober, but I go every now and again. Slip
Every
and
time,
get
yeah.
pissed for a week,
When I first started, I used to have a beer every time before I go on, just for nerves. And then one time I was like, you know what? I'm going to not have a beer.
You think it's going to be scary,
So
and your
much
focus is your laser beam focus.
And everyone else has had a bevy.
yeah.
So you sort of like, they're one ahead of you then.
Yes.
So you're a
Yeah.
bit quicker than the audience then.
I saw loads of people, loads of hot water acts just go, I don't even have a pint now.
Yeah.
Be more
No,
focused.
neither do I, yeah.
And I wish I'd done that years ago.
Depends what
because I
the
probably
night
would
is,
have
though.
Come
If
across
it's-
as a better comic to
Yeah,
promote us.
yeah.
it's very rare I'll gig with alcohol inside me. It's very rare.
But once you do it your first time, you go, oh my God.
See the difference.
I remember
Yeah.
the beat, you don't, even one drink can make you slur like an odd word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a drink hosting because then I feel a bit more like, hey, we're on the same fucking...
Yeah, that's fine.
MCing's
because it's-
different. to me, I
Or
think.
new material.
Or
I
a night
might
that
have a pint there
you
as
feel
well.
it's your home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Nick Page, who's my favourite comedian, I said, do you want a pint? Before he went on stage, he went, oh no, don't drink while I'm on the job. And I went, oh yeah, it's a job.
It's a job, yeah.
That's one simple
have one
sentence.
after it
Then
when
you
you're
go,
finished.
oh fucking hell, he's
Yeah.
Get leathered when
taken
you're finished.
seriously, yeah. So I had to Gary.
I want to do mushrooms for our next live show.
I've done mushrooms in 2003 in Aberystwyth, and they were Mexican. We thought they weren't working, so we just started eating loads more.
It's always
We
the
went.
way.
All four of us went to the fridge and opened it and went, these mushrooms are crap.
Yeah.
And someone says, oh, look at that block of cheese. And we stood at the block of cheese and laughed at it for 2 hours. I mean, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, they
I
work.
still haven't done them. I want
Do not watch
these.
them. Do not take them and watch Roger Rabbit. It was fucking mental.
the world looks like Roger Rabbit.
No,
when you're
it was
there.
it was weird. And when the little pump goes in, when you're off your rocker, seeing a pump that's alive getting burnt alive is so much more deeper than you think.
Okay.
Good tip. I will remember that.
So
one.
do you want to do mushrooms?
Yeah. But I feel like I now would only do them with yous. I
My-
feel
I-
like
We
now
turned
Micro-
to Germans,
I
haven't
only
we?
want to do them with
Make
yous.
a little micro dose if it's your first time. Can you micro dose on your first time? What's the score?
Yeah,
with
but
that?
I just do a gram.
Microdose and you won't
nice
really feel.
and giggly, and it's
Yeah,
not like
chilled.
hallucinogenic.
I'm not into the hallucinatory side
No,
of things.
I just like-
I'm a bit mental anyway, so
Yes, yeah.
giggles is the best.
Yeah, and it just like
Giggly.
unencumbers you, doesn't it? Lovely.
Yeah, we'll have a little sesh sometime,
Yeah.
and it's picking season.
Picking season, boys. Yeah. So Dan Roberts has asked, apologies for stereotyping, and maybe it's just because
Stereotypes come from fact. I'm not offended already. Just so you know.
and maybe it's just because of those in the community that I personally know. But do you think if lesbians
That's the I'm not racist. I've got a black mate.
So yeah, and my friend's got a corner shop.
do you think if lesbians invented their own version of a glory hole, they'd be less moody with each other generally?
I don't know. It'd just be harder to get in there, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because that angle wouldn't work. What would you have to?
It'd have to be like
Bend
a
over.
seat.
You know, that's funny that you went, I don't want to stereotype. It's
yeah.
like, that's not your stereotype.
but
So
you'd
you all
still
do glory holes. I thought it'd be like, oh, you all
Have
watch
you done-
Drag Race.
You done glory hole?
Yeah, once. But I knew the guy who was on the other side. I just let him.
So
I
what's the
put my
point?
penis in the glory hole.
Why do you have to have the wall?
I think some guys, their
Anonymity.
kink is
Yeah.
the anonymity and stuff.
Okay. Even
So
though
if I didn't want
they-
anyone
even
to know
though-
I was going sucking people off, I could go to a glory hole
Yeah,
and
but
just
you
suck a
both
load
knew.
of dicks. Yeah, in that case, but it's not always the
Okay.
way, is it?
Yeah.
Probably
just
goes
like-
back to when obviously it was-
Lesbians are generally angry. It's just a silly stereotype on the scene. But I
So
don't
is
think
he
you need
saying
glory
that-
holes. Lesbians just shag once, settle down 2 days later, and get a cat.
Shave
My
heads.
community will know exactly what I'm talking about.
But that's it, though. Like I've always thought that about like the male sex drive is so much higher, so that when there's 2 men or more involved,
Put a bunch of men in one club who all want to fuck each other, they'll fuck
that's
each
it.
other.
Whereas the female sex drive, even though like
More picky.
not even that, it's just it's not 100. It's not like the same as fellas all the time. So when there's 2 women, then it's only going to be working when I don't think they need that glory hole thing where it's like, fuck, I've got to get my dick sucked right now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't
think
think
lads,
there's even like
I think
a,
you've got
a
an
need
erection. It's
for
called
it.
the dumb stick, and you just will just when you're on. It's
think
like
that's why-
it's a form of inebriation, isn't
And
it?
that's why I think so many people end up like maybe not like cheating because of that, but like people will have sex and then with like a one night stand or something, and then they regret the one night stand because when they're horny, they're just like, I just need to get this out now.
You need to.
Yeah.
And then it's
when
out
you're
and then
horny,
you go,
it's a different way of thinking, isn't it?
It
really?
is, yeah. Because you're just like, what? How do we get this out fast? And then that's the fastest way. Put me dick through that hole there.
But in gay
It's
world,
in.
lads will want to come. Some of them have this term where they want to save the load so they can be a slag all day. I'm not
Because as soon as you come, you go, I don't need to do
you
anything
go,
else
yeah,
now.
and you want to stay horny all day because what sex is fun, and it's good for your immune system.
Yeah.
Not in the 80s, and you got. Oh come on, it wasn't. But it's good for your immune system because it is healthy if you're safe and it's consensual and all that.
Yeah.
There's so much
and it's
admin.
fun, and it is. There's a lot
So
of
much
admin.
admin. Like why there's so even just like the names of all the different gay people, the prep you've got to do,
Trust me,
just
in a
a
gay
lot.
sauna, the admin's done for you. You just go in and suck.
Go
it.
in and start
To be honest.
sucking.
like that.
Get in, get
But I've made
involved.
loads of good friends from the sauna. The guy
You'd have
that-
to pick what panini you want. It's like, what's going on?
The guy that I'm mates with, Jack, he picks me up from my gigs now. And only lets me have 3 tokes of weed because otherwise I go mental on it.
Oh, nice.
I don't smoke weed, so
Yeah.
you
Well,
it's
that's all you
not
need,
to-
little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
So
gonna
yeah, I
say,
made a
puff
few
there in
friends
that
from there, a
photo.
few contacts. Do you want me to do a site-specific stand-up comedy night? I don't think it would work
What do you mean?
in a gay sauna.
In a sauna.
Yeah.
That's
While,
the
so
comedy
while,
night.
while people are getting like
That could be
That'd be
getting
funny,
gobbled.
that.
You have
Gobble
your
box.
gobble box.
Gobble box.
No, trademark mine.
That's funny. That.
I want to come to
We
the
could
first
just do
one, but
gobble box here.
I was in the Lisbon on Pride.
Lesbian. Hey, Lesbian.
and I was that drunk that so I get quite naive when I'm drunk. Sometimes I get
Is
like
that your way
too
of saying
happy.
you're a slag?
I am. But and I didn't realise that this basically this lesbian who was again go back to the weird stereotype, she was a very stereotypical lesbian.
She's what society deems as a stereotype. She drives a tractor.
Yeah. She looked like she'd just come from chopping some wood down in the forest. It was and she had like grey hair.
She was a butcher.
And I was just talking to her at the bar. And I've been drinking all day and I was like, I had a great time, yeah, ally, just having an absolute ball.
Ally.
Fucking hate that word. Someone's ass, they're not.
Like just having a ball. And she was just talking to me and I didn't realise. And Dave Mack had to like grab me and go, Kay, she's got her hand on your ass.
I thought you were going to so she was fingering me. I was like,
I was like, we're dancing. And then she said to another one of our friends, do you reckon if I asked her to move in with me, she would?
I told you.
That's a genuine true story.
Within three days.
Literally.
lesbians will
And
move
we've been
in,
talking for about
have
an hour.
kittens.
Yeah.
And
She was
then-
like, well, do you reckon like, I feel really I've got this connection with this girl.
Was she...
And I'm like this, just like dancing to ABBA, just not even like,
She mixed some ketamine and coke by any chance?
probably, I don't know. Or whatever she got from the woods that day.
That's mad.
Right.
Yeah.
Move in with
I'm
me.
going to do a new question that we do now. What's your toxic trait and your saving grace?
Toxic trait is drinking red wine and going online and giving unwanted opinions on things. I've stopped that 2 years ago, but I
Still-
went through a phase of going online. Oh, it was just admitting something I didn't need to admit. And drinking, toxic trait. Let's condense it.
Okay.
Drinking red wine and having a moan online.
Okay.
And my saving grace
Bars,
is
gay bars again.
Yeah,
Gay bar.
yeah.
Gay bar. Gay bar.
Don't say podcast on
Yeah.
the
Gay bar.
podcast.
That's it. Yeah, drinking and going online. I've learnt my lesson and I've built bridges that I was burnt. My saving grace is when I'm sober, I'm very empathetic and giving and charitable on the down low. I won't put anything
Nice.
online, but my saving grace is empathy and just like seeing people be happy,
That's cute.
smile.
Lovely that.
I think a lot of people see me or judge me about on my drunk side, or most of the gay community only see me pissed. So you only see the pissed version of me, and pissed version of me is a bit of a tit sometimes.
Yeah.
But
As
sober
are
me is
most
nice. It's like
pissed
Jekyll and
versions of
Hyde.
people.
Yeah,
so-
it's everyone.
Alcohol.
well, some guys can just be boss when they're drunk, and I'm just a bit opinionated.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, why do you need an opinion on fucking everything? So I reined it in 2020, and I kept it there. It
Yeah.
surfaces every now and again, but it's more like passive aggressive against like exes.
Okay.
But, yeah.
And is it different ale makes different demons in you, or is it just all
I think
one?
all ale's the fucking
Is
same.
it?
You
Yeah.
know, people go, "Oh,
No,
it
I
was the vodka," but I think
disagree.
red wine. It's, although it'll be red wine
Yeah.
because I get blackout on red wine for some reason.
Prosecco. Prosecco makes me evil.
Does it?
Not evil, like as in like a bad person,
Sambuca
but
makes me
like
stupid and
it
dozy.
just makes me like go like.
Psycho.
Sambuca makes
I'm
me
going
dopey
to
as
ruin
fuck.
your
Yeah.
life and everyone's life.
Not
Okay.
giving you any of that.
Vodka's
Don't-
like,
don't give me-
vodka's like,
don't give me
hello
that.
stranger, I'm your fucking problem now. It's disgusting how ale can alter the personality. And people always say the truth comes out when you're drunk. No, the truth comes out when you're angry and sober.
Yeah.
The false party personality comes out when you're drunk.
The
Truth
worst-
is anger is truth. Drunkenness is just a dickhead version of
The
yourself.
worst is when people just like you can have 3 pints and be fine, and have 4 pints and then they're absolute just weapons, and you're just like,
Adam
what?
Hughes, take
I need to
notes.
get on.
Love you.
There's loads of people. There's loads of people like that, and just you can't handle your ale, and then you stop getting invited to places because he's gonna be a fucking nightmare. Him.
Going back to icks though, that's another ick. I mean, this is not very specific because I think it's for a lot of people. Someone that's like an angry drunk. I could
yeah.
not be with someone or be friends with someone
Yeah.
that is an angry or an unpleasant drunk because I like socialising and having a bevy. Surprise. So it's absolutely not.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm quite a happy drunk. Like as I said, I'm just dancing to ABBA. I'll dance when there's no music. I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
Swinging
You're very
off
infectious.
things.
Katie Tracy is your biggest fan, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
even though she thinks my life's sad.
My ick is drunk. No, I just went through a phase of drinking wine, being insecure about like where I was in comedy and performance, and I
Yeah.
just said it online. And like, if someone's on a book, it's none of your fucking business. So I got over it and thought, I'll just get better at what I do.
Yeah.
Did and I'm booked and blessed. And I put that
Right.
knobhead back.
Booked and
I put,
blessed,
I put,
baby.
what a wanker! Or BB, which is also slang for bareback. I had to make a gay again. We were getting too deep.
Yeah,
Who's
okay.
messaging me?
Right, we'll have a little 5-minute break anyway. So I
Alright.
need to get a glass of water. So we'll be
Okay.
back in 5 minutes. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Hello. If you're enjoying this episode, give it a little like, a thumbs up. Is that the same thing? I think it's the same thing. Give us a comment. Show us some love and appreciation. Don't make this a toxic one-way relationship.
Nobody likes that. All you need to do, little comments in the comment section to help our algorithm. Give us a little follow on social medias, the Mild High Club UK, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, all them. If you're liking what we're doing, see it online, give us a little share.
We do get like suppressed on TikTok and stuff, so sometimes we can't post stuff on TikTok. So follow us on all social medias to make sure you're never missing a clip. Hit the ding dong bell.
Wherever that is. Drop a comment down in the little comments for us. Let people know you're here. Joining the club and that. Support us. Love yous. Back to the episode.
Love you, bye.
Ta. Feel supreme.
We contacted these guys ourselves because we wanted to be sponsored by a brand that we genuinely believed in.
If you want to improve your sleep, digestion, relieve stress, everything you want for an easier life, you need to get on Feel Supreme.
We started using the Lion's Mane tincture, which was winner of the best supplement award in the UK. We put it in our coffee in the morning and it helps with memory and focus. Studies show that Lion's Mane stimulates the growth of brain cells and helps to protect against disease such as Alzheimer's. And it's the easiest way to do it. Just put it in your coffee in the morning.
Lovely. Tastes nice.
Done.
Flying.
Wash.
Have you ever heard of nicotinamide riboside?
What's that, dear?
Riboside, motherfucker. Neither had we.
We hadn't heard of it either. You need to look it up because apparently it's a natural anti-aging supplement. Widely studied health benefits that you can use to treat cardiovascular, neurodegenerative and metabolic disorders.
Who doesn't want to deal with the metabolic and neurodegenerative
And
disorders?
cardiovasculars.
I do.
They've got loads of stuff. They've got CMOS, they've got hemp protein, stuff for your brain, stuff for your gut, stuff you've never heard about. But once you read up on it, you'll be like, why have I not heard of this? And why isn't it taught in schools?
Ashwagandha.
Shilajit.
All this stuff is good for you.
We're not just making up words. These are actual things that you need to know about.
They make you feel supreme.
TMHC 15.
For 15% off, you feel 15% more supreme
Yeah.
with 15% off TMHC 15.
Feel supreme.
Go get your brain stronger.
We'll get some Riverside.
Feel supreme.
Because I saw out there for some reason.
Is right, Eddie. Back in the Royal Court. I'm recording now, that's why I was just being
Oh,
real.
yes, I'm in the Royal Court next year doing a show.
Awesome.
Are
About
you
me being-
filming the,
about me
are you
being a
filming the
slapper, to be
Karen
honest.
one that you've just been doing?
I never did film it, because I thought I was going to take it elsewhere and I didn't want it to be online. And
I just meant to release as like an hour or something, a special.
I didn't. There was Frog and Bucket recorded it, but
So the same
I
as
looked
having
it
your
back.
own proper special.
yeah,
though,
I
is it?
looked at the recording back and it didn't look amazing. There was a small audience and
You should
stuff.
try and film it before you do.
I'm going to do it one more
next
time
one?
in a gay bar in Manchester downstairs. So
Oh.
yeah, little
Lovely.
Karen special.
Is right.
We was talking
Is there any more Patreon questions?
no,
as well?
no, but there
Okay.
was before the break we got back round to gay stuff. So I was just gonna ask
Classic.
awkward sex stories. Have you got any of them? Or are you just unbridled confidence when it comes to the
I want to know
peen?
what your most awkward is, because you've told some that, like, to me, I'd be like, oh, this is a bit awkward. But you're just like, yeah, we're just fucking.
One guy called Tom, ambiguous. Everyone's called Tom.
Keegan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fainted during sex because he had jeebs.
I'm sorry, you go.
Jeebs?
No, Jeebs.
It's alloy cleaner for cars. You know, gays like if they can ingest it and get high off it, they will put it in their mouths. Yeah, it's
So
alloy
he was
cleaner.
sniffing alloy
You know,
cleaner.
you drop it, just a few drops under your tongue.
Wow. You just get up to some crazy stuff.
I know, and they
man.
tried to put a short bottle up and I was like, calm down.
To be fair, that's what
It
sounded
wasn't even cotton fresh. I was in a bed with some guy and he was on top of me. I come round, he's on top of me. These two lesbians next to me, proper Kit Katting each other. And
Kit Katting.
four fingers. And they were having sex next
We're
to us.
just
We were-
taking a break.
Hey!
Proper joke.
Oh.
They didn't even break it in half. They went in mouth first, and they're having sex next to me and this guy, and we went in the next room, and Jenny come in. She was a lipstick lesbian. She had big long hair, big loads of good.
What's a lipstick lesbian?
It's a feminine lesbian. They used to be called lipstick lesbians back in the day. It's probably offensive now. And she had big long
Are the other ones called
fingernails.
chapstick lesbians?
She was called Frank, and she was quite butch, and she was going, I can't believe I've just slept with her.
I know a lesbian called Dave.
Do you?
Yeah, she doesn't like being called butch.
But you do call her Dave.
She do call her Dave, yeah.
So that she gets chosen to be called Dave.
No, she doesn't
Not
like
anymore.
It. Her name's Sarah. She works in Morrison. Shout out Dave.
Shout out Dave on
Shout
the
out
pizza.
Sarah.
On the pizza.
Massive. And she's looking at her nails, and she went, 3 of me false nails I've got.
3?
Oh.
I think they're in Frank. I mean, Frank wasn't the name, but yeah, she lost 3 of her nails.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
So that wasn't really awkward for
Vigorous
me, to
finger,
be
yeah.
honest. It's just like,
Is that the fanny or the nail shop's fault? Do you reckon?
The nail shop.
I don't know, because in gay world,
Never blame the vagina.
Can't blame the
and
fanny.
this sounds gross, but it depends how much grip the fanny had.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Because
yeah.
there's lads who like, oh fuck John last night. He doesn't have much grip, does he? And I went, what do you mean grip? He went, how tight the arsehole is, like a grip.
Yeah.
And I went, oh my god, you've ruined my life, because now I'm going to think of the word grip if someone hasn't got.
Yeah, am I
like,
gripping
a nice
on properly
tight hole.
there?
No, if their hole grips onto you.
Yeah. Well, I was being bummed in my scenario.
My fantasy.
I'm like, am I doing enough gripping?
Try harder.
Oh my god.
Awkward
Right.
sex. I don't think I've had much awkward sex.
That's fine.
I've had weird
Depends
sex.
on the person though, doesn't it? Because like you might have just not felt awkward in whatever moment.
Did you say
But
you've
if it
had
hap-
weird
If it happened to me, I might have been like, oh, this is a bit awkward.
There's a
isn't it?
place in Liverpool called Paradise Street Bus Station where lads used to.
Police.
There's a bus stop.
It's a bus stop. It's a bus station.
The lads used to cruise there. I shouldn't really say this, but they used to cruise there or in the closet scallies, and you'd go, and they'd just be standing by the urinal, and you just watch them wank off. Like an underground cruising world. They since shut the place
watch
down
them
because
wank.
everyone was a bit too obvious.
What? And it was like John Eds and that.
Yeah. Then I'd go to like the Rose and Crown pub, and the lads would be there like selling beef, and I'd be like,
I love the Rose and Crown.
I've seen you. You went,
Just
fucking,
not
you've noshed me off. And he looked at me and went, "You're all right, lad." And I went, "All right." Yeah.
Do you like
And he was like, I remember him going, "You know what?"
Oh, it's a shame, innit?
Yeah.
Like,
So I went up to the bar lady, he went, "Suck me off." shouldn't be in the toilets then, sucking dicks.
It is a shame, innit?
It's called public toilet for a reason.
It is a shame for people like that who obviously enjoy and need
Like, it's
to
a
go and
needs
like
and stuff, yeah.
suck people off or whatever,
I mean, it feels forbidden.
and they can't
You
tell
wanna
the
do it
mates.
more.
yeah.
Sad
it's a
that.
shame.
that circle? They still they're not very. They're famously not very acceptive, are they? Like that,
Yeah.
that kind of circle. Do you like a John Ed Scally guy?
Um,
I know
no,
loads
I
of
like
people that do.
just slim twinky lads, with the bit slim twinky ottery beardy lads.
Dean.
Me mate Jason always says that I go for rats.
Yeah.
And looking back on
What's rats?
you just looked at Dean then.
Yeah, because you said you
like,
type and then you
No,
go
big
rats.
ears.
I'm an otter.
Big ears, mousy features,
Okay.
spread disease,
I've got 2 of those things.
Live in the sewers.
smell of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, chew through
Oh, I thought you
wires.
meant like emotional rats, not like actual rats.
Actual rat features.
Like
Emotional support rats. That's what I like. That's what I like. Like ratty, mousy boys. Jason says to go for smelly little rats.
Right.
Can you tell me like a celebrity that would look a bit like a
Smelly little rat.
rat features?
Rat features. That's great. Rat features. Oh, but Stephen Gately was a bit of a rat when he was alive, wasn't he?
Oh.
Like rest in peace. Like that
Who's
mousy
Stephen
look.
Gately?
Stephen
mousy look.
Gately was in Boyzone.
Okay.
Like my mate would describe Tom
Very
Holland
sad.
as ratty, like mousy,
Okay,
mousy
yeah,
little.
Okay, I get you. Yeah.
I cried when Stephen Gately died.
It was sad. It was sad.
I cried. He was my favourite member of Boyzone.
How did he die?
He just died, didn't he? Like they
Yeah.
just found him dead.
Just died.
He just literally died.
Well,
Was genuinely like didn't want to talk about it on the
No
podcast.
matter what they tell us.
Oh, he was so cute.
No, that's what's that song?
Sean.
That one I was just singing.
No.
No matter what.
Go on,
I
no
used
matter
to get pissed in my shed and play that while I was making candles.
I thought you were going to say something about
And flying without wings.
I was
and
so waiting
Diana
for
Ross
something
is the
Flying
best for some
without
reason.
wings.
Do you know the...
You swerved the candles off.
No, I'm still doing them. And
Can we
Busy
get a
Maze,
mild
but-
high special one, mate?
Good, yeah, I'll do them. I reckon it'd be something a mix. We'll do something masculine and feminine put together to represent both the views, like velvet rose and oud. You know that type,
I don't know, but it
or sea
sounds
salt
nice.
and lavender. It'd be like a mix of yous two, an amalgamation of both yous in one,
Nice.
or just Dean's cum.
Bye now.
Yeah.
Bye now, regret later.
So are you still planning on doing them? Like,
Well, my investor wants a return on money, so I'll have to, yeah. But yeah, they're still there. There's still amazing maids in town. I still want to talk about weird sex, but I just enjoy all sex that I've had, so it's not weird to me.
That's fine. Is there any unusual fetishes that you're into?
Outdoors,
Yeah.
cruising.
Does. I've had sex on the Albert Docks.
Me too. I bummed some guy called Ross over the railings when it was pissing down and someone walked past.
I love the details.
Yeah.
Bum
It was
some
a
fella.
Wednesday.
Oh,
His name was Ross. It was over the rails.
He's got ADHD as well, so he wouldn't fucking shut up when I was bumming him.
Just moaning across the maze.
So you man, out. Over the railings. We are.
Were you over the railings as well?
It
Kindred
was
spirits.
right. So
No, we're called Dick Sisters.
I'm honoured. It wasn't against the railings. There was like an art piece or something up, and it was against the art piece.
Well, so you had cultured sex.
Cultured
Yeah,
outdoor
over the railings.
shag.
Behind the cathedral cemetery, behind the big cathedral,
Oh, that's goth.
That's very
in
good.
the back of someone's van.
Did you know the person?
No, he's just some Londoner, some Cockney. Went, can I sack you off?
Dull
We
boy.
Sack you
tried to do car sex once, didn't we? And I got all
He
panicked in my
and we
head
had to-
because we were on the way out of Amy's, and the excuse for going out, we can't go. We're going to shag in the car. It was, we're going to Mackey's. So she was like, so Amy's mum goes,
Come back with a slug trail on your face.
well, she was like, can you get your brother something?
Oh.
So in my head, I was going, we have to fucking go to Mackey's now. We can't go home without Mackey's, because otherwise it's weird now.
Happy Meal, your cock fingers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just a Gianni on a burger.
So I just got in my head, just like, I can't do this now. This has gone all weird now
You just
for
ended
me.
up going to Mackey's.
Yeah.
Just went to Mackey's, yeah.
Oh,
I've had sex in ZZ toilets.
Where?
ZZ toilets.
Okay.
I
Okay.
made toilets before I quit the other week. I had some guy come into my my work. I'll get you a coffee. He went, all right. And I went, do you want to go neck in the toilets? Well, I was on shift. He went, yeah. I went, I'll see. That's how I was reading my text. Yeah. And I met him in the toilets, and we had a little
Little
Yeah, little neck.
power neck in the toilet.
little power neck. It is power. With two lads though, it looks like power neck
Yeah.
because gay kissing can be fucking aggressive sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like you both just man. It's like it's fucking hard work sometimes to come off fucking with bruised lips.
Can I just quit? Do women get like post cum regret?
Post-clarity.
Clarity, yeah.
Yeah.
We call it. It's called post-coital tristesse. That's
is
the
it?
actual term for it. Yeah.
Ooh.
I certainly have
Someone shagged a doctor.
experienced it. When the young doctor.
As he's leaving, I've got post-coital tristesse.
No, someone googled why do I cry every time I come. That's what it was. Go on.
Shame.
I think I've
Like, if you-
but it's a weird one, isn't it? Because women don't.
So can
Like-
I ask a bit of personal one? If you don't have to answer, if you watch porn, when you're finished, do you look at the porn and go,
Yes.
Imagine, I'm going.
no, because
Do
a lot of men will,
Nah,
the
I don't
porn,
regret anything.
they'll come and they'll go,
You only live once.
shouldn't watch that.
But I think it's because I don't watch anything that's too.
See, that- okay,
So I don't know
think
whether
that's
it's
where the
that.
difference is
Like
with-
maybe it's because, like it's quite a. There's not on too like.
I think men have
Hardcore.
a,
But there's been times where it's not the same as post-on clarity, but like when you've met someone on like a night out, because I've mentioned this on the podcast. I had a bit of a hot girl summer last summer, and which was basically
I just winked at
horrific.
them. I should have done this.
But like, there's been times like I've woke up the morning after and I've been like, oh, some of the shit that I was doing. Oh my god,
At least
no.
you're in films and Concert
Like,
Square, girl. You're all right.
Fucking hell.
Is that ale? Though?
Loosening you
It
up
was.
a
It
bit.
was a little bit of a little bit of the fact that I was, recently heartbroken. A little bit of all of the like things was coming together of like I'm trying to be. I'm going to be this new person. I'm going to be the kind of person that does this and this and this.
Last time I did
then,
that,
no.
started a podcast.
Hey! Can you put a drum roll when you edit, please?
But yeah, I think I don't know, but I don't know whether it's because when you were saying before about like men, like when they're horny, they're like, we just need to get it out now. I mean, I can't speak for all women, but I think with girls, I think we're better at controlling it a little bit. I think that like you can, I don't know, like. So I don't like. There's not.
Girls have
had,
got more self-respect. That's a lot.
But if you go back,
we
like,
haven't.
if you look at it like from just a pure nature perspective, though, women would be more choosy over who they let come in them.
You'd think that.
No, like just on a nature basis.
No,
of
yeah,
like
no, of course. Yeah.
biggest, strongest, whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas fellas are just like, I need to get this in as many women as possible to make babies.
Yeah.
And I think that, because that's still stuck with people, obviously then women are a bit more picky with who they let have sex with them, and men are just like, I want to have sex with everything all the time.
And I think
like,
that's the same with porn and stuff like that, though. Like, it's not just, I want to watch anything. It, like,
I think
it's
with
got to
porn
be,
is,
like, something that triggers you, I think. Does that make sense?
but I think it's sort of like, you watch a certain porn and then you go, I've seen loads of that now. What else is there? And then because there's so much, you go down like a rabbit hole to the point where you're like,
you find different extremes and stuff.
Yeah.
And I've tried to wean myself off because it's meant to spiritually lower your vibration and make you a bit depressed.
I don't watch it a lot.
I don't really.
I don't really watch it a
Yeah.
lot.
But the post regret, like sometimes, like when I finish, I'm like, right, you putting your penises inside someone's bumhole. But like at the time, I'm thinking, oh, it's amazing. But when you like. Fundamentally, you think about it. I said to my mate, let's call her Sarah, like, isn't it weird that you enjoy sucking your fella's dick? And she went, I just love it, but I just don't know why. It's fucking weird, isn't it? The way you just go, I'll put your cock on your gob.
Let's go. I'll give you a little gobble.
Bruise the back of my throat.
Going off outdoor sex, though, I've just remembered, this is a...
I'm looking forward
Best
to this.
start to a story.
My ex, the lads who I was with when I was with the same person like 5.5 years on and off. Only from when I was like 16 to like 21. So it was the only person I slept with. And he lived over the water. So I've never had sex outside in Liverpool. But the Whittle, fucking hell, can't walk somewhere without someone I've slept with.
I went for a walk in a park in Whittle during lockdown, and we had a spliff. And just started noshing each other off in the middle of a field. And then someone's dog was like
Being gay sounds so good.
running past us.
Where was the park?
That was the dog's impression. I don't know. I actually thought he'd give me crack. Because I was that I went, I'm too stoned, so this feels weird.
So mine was all like, it was quite posh. It was like Hoylake, West Kirby way.
Ooh, bougie.
I wasn't too.
I know.
His ass cheeks were apart, and I was just fucking working his hole like a dog with the leftover yogurt pot.
Is that what you done, Kay?
Yeah.
Like sticking a little slap.
No, but we were having sex and like against the wall. I was like 17, 18. I was like a fucking rampant rabbit when I was that age. And last year. And we were like, we had sex against this wall, and then we left the park. As I turned around, I realised it wasn't a wall, it was a church. I was having sex against the wall of a church.
Oh,
now,
you sinner.
I'm not religious in any way, shape or form, but do you know how I felt afterwards? I was going, I've been christened! I was like sobbing. He thought it was the funniest thing in the world. And I genuinely remember like getting home that night to my mum, and my mum was like, have you had a nice day? And I was like,
put all your christening photos face down. You're a whore!
I've sinned.
Yeah.
I genuinely remember like looking in the mirror and being like, you stupid slag, what are you doing that for?
funny,
Yeah,
so
coming
funny.
out and it being a chick.
My
I'll never
first,
forget that.
my first experience of sex was in the the Albert Dock toilets with some guy called Graham Luby. His name is Luby.
What do you
Luby by
expect?
name, Luby by
His
nature.
name's Graham Clark, and I won't mind. He's an adult and he's a slut. But I've
Right,
seen
no,
him for
he's-
years. But Graham Luby, because I was a teenager and he went, "Do you want to come to the toilets?" And I think when a boy went, "Do you want to come over to mine and sleep over in my bed?" And he just went, "Yeah." And I just thought that's what I want, and I didn't know it was a gay thing at the time.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's my first experience of him
Homosexual.
being Graham Luby. Wow, that takes me back.
My first sexual experiences were sponsored by Adam Sandler films. I
Tom
lost my
Cruise.
virginity to
Tom
Click,
Cruise and Adam
Back.
Sandler over here.
Click and Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Big Daddy.
Eddie knows him as well.
Someone
Big Daddy.
started calling me daddy.
I
I am not rich enough to be anyone's daddy. I'm sorry. It's not
I got
happening.
called Pimp Daddy for a bit. Yeah.
By
By
Dean.
Dean.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Patreon.
I don't think I could do that. You know, if a fella said to me, "Call me daddy."
So we've all had sex outside.
I haven't.
No.
Oh, I have when I was younger, actually. When I was like, first girl I lost my virginity with her, because you can't always go around to each other's houses,
Yeah.
can you? It was just in
Oh yeah,
School
that's
School
I've
field.
done it sound behind someone's recycling bin outside their house. And because we were drunk, we were like, no one can see this.
just sitting next to
And
the
he
bin.
has a back brace on. I was like, you're going to need that, mate. Anyway,
Yeah.
so, sorry.
That was just like in the night in the school field. Do you know what I mean? We hang around in school because everyone would skate on the schools and that. And then everyone would go home, and then we stayed out. And
All
had
right,
sex in
us
the
gays
field.
didn't get
In
that
the
school
dark.
experience. We were all hiding these
Under
days.
The dark of the
house.
star, surrounded by
Yeah.
nature.
we
And the caretaker like that.
yeah, Mr. Nonce.
Yeah.
So
Everyone had a Mr. Nonsense girl.
That's what 7.
my ex, so I wasn't allowed round his and he wasn't allowed round mine, so we did have to like have sex outside all the time. And we had sex like you know, like in like Statmore's Park and like just all
all
Oh my gosh, we were all at it outside. How
Yeah,
did,
but you do when you have to.
how
when
do you not
you're
bump into
younger.
other people having sex outside? Mind you, in Otter's Pool, when you go for the walk through there, fucking you go.
Do you know what I've never seen though?
rustling.
People having sex outside.
No, I haven't.
Because they're always discreet. Like, but sex outside's weird. Like me and my mate like wanking each other off in Otter's Pool, and as soon as you hear like, you go, and then it looks even more weird because people walk past you and you just go, you just both in the books. 2 grown ass men. It looks weird. May just
carry on, innit?
Yeah.
You know what you're doing anyway. You just
If you see a man walking through the woods by himself,
I know what he's
he's
been doing.
homosexual.
Been doing something.
He's been doing something.
Okay.
Okay.
Like I walked in Otter's Pool and I walked past and I looked to the right and there's some guy with his bum out, leaning on a tree.
Just waiting for someone to come and bum him.
Yeah.
Like-
I'm making the homosexual culture sound really fucking minty, by the way.
Peacocking.
I just no, but I get it because I know how like horny and that men can be.
But what if like
So like,
children
reckon if I did
walking
that-
by?
If I did that, do you reckon someone like not that I'm going to? I'm just thinking from like a woman's perspective. If I just stood on a tree, just like
I feel like we should do this as
As a Patreon special.
as a science experiment. Right, we'll get Edda and you each on a tree at opposite
So you
ends of
get
the
your
park.
bum
Well,
first.
Katie Tracy was right. I've got nothing to lose.
imagine
And we'll
see
see
who
who
gets bummed first.
Bummed first, a race to the.
I just think that's bizarre. Like, just waiting.
Oh, but this part of the park, there'd be no kids or families going there. It's like, it's deep into
The gay
deep
bit.
into the
The gay
You get to a gate
Deep
and it
into
goes,
the
no,
woods.
no, you're
no,
not
yeah,
gay,
it's
you're
a
not allowed
rainbow on the
past here.
gate.
You walk past a certain bit in the woods and all you hear is, it's Britney, bitch. Keep that.
There's a pole with a red line on it and you've got to go down it. And if you can't get past the red line, you're not allowed past the gate.
Oh, love that.
Right, we've got your proudest moment and your most shameful moment. But I don't think you feel shame, do you?
I reckon he will
My
have for a bit.
proudest-
And then he's slowly just got to a point where I'm not asked anymore.
Proudest moment is just selling out the Royal Court and doing my Karen show. Proudest moment would be the AAA 2018. Just doing that comedy show every night
Yeah.
with Ali Woods and Jay Neal. And just me solo show, just doing it on my own own accord, my own grounds.
Love
and if
that.
your solo shows, if you're directing your own show and you've hired the theatre yourself,
Yep.
if you shit, you only blame yourself. So
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
you've got no one else to moan at.
Yeah.
Doing Karen and touring it and getting selling it out I'm getting a wedge from selling it out.
Oh, we love a wedge.
That's a little applause for
No
you. there.
shameful moments, I'll be honest. It's my friend Kathy passed away in 2007 and we done charity for it. It was only £30, but I was so broke as a student, I dipped into it to buy some food off it. And that's my most shameful moment.
Yeah.
And I always sometimes think back as karma, get me back in certain situations in my life for dipping into the charity for some food. Because I was that broke.
Yeah, well, you need
that-
charity. So.
Well, yes, but that was my shameful moment.
Yeah.
And that's a bit honest. 2007, drunk student, dipped into it to buy a Subway. But I've since given back to... I always give £10 to homeless people on the slide, like this guilt I've got because of it. You know,
Okay.
that's it. That's my shameful
All right,
moment.
that's a good one. That was a good one.
We're going to be okay. It's all right. Safe space.
Do K's feature.
Yeah, so, Kay, got you in.
Yeah.
You've got a feature prepared for us.
Yeah.
Exciting.
So, when I've been on this podcast before, I've spoke about my horrific experiences with male people. Obviously, the famous one being the fella who asked about my granddad.
That's a good one.
So many messages about that. People asking if it was
Yeah.
true, and I was like, I wish it wasn't. So I thought I would ask kind of. I didn't even have to put this out, by the way. I just asked people I knew,
Okay,
which
yeah.
is so sad. And I picked my favourite story. So what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you the story, and then I'm going to stop, and you're going to guess what happens.
Guess the end.
Oh, this is exciting. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
Let's go.
So, my friend, she went on a date with a guy she met online. Everything was going fine. They were talking for a couple of weeks. It was great. You know, seemed all right. They go out. They have a bit to drink. She likes to, use recreational drugs. Which
As a
none
lot
of
of
us
us
would.
do.
She would be, oh, slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
Disgusted.
I'm high now. But I put it up my bum to have a slower come up.
Yeah.
Are you on to Green Angel?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Green Angel.
Green Angel.
What's that?
That's our supplier.
That's where we get the goods.
And the
I
Sora.
thought, oh yeah, it was
I still need to try their edibles. I was saying this.
I've got gay on the brain.
I mean,
Green Angel
Yeah.
XO.
Okay.
they're trans dominatrix as well.
Beautiful. But here we stand.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Allies.
Speak, Valentina. Ally.
Get on them.
Anyway, so she likes recreational drugs. She's on a date.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so they both decide that they're going to do some drugs. They go on a bit of a night
We know
out.
which
They've had some
drugs?
food.
It sounds like a GCSE drama piece. Anyway,
She said they done a bit
Stop.
of...
Say no.
Think.
Say no.
He won't love me if I don't do the drugs. So she said that they were just... She used the word snorting.
Right.
So that could be cat, lemo, anything. Anyway, they have a really, really great night and they go home to his...
WD-40 or something.
MCAS.
Going to some of your mates.
Yeah, could be fucking anything. De-icer. So they get back to his, he lives with his mum, and they quite quietly, they're going up to his room,
So they went back to his mum's.
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah.
and they start fornicating.
That's having sex.
Okay, yeah, coitus.
Shagging.
And all of a sudden he stops and gets a really sad look on his face. What happened next?
Banjo.
Ooh.
They both
Go
went
for-
to Otter Pool.
I feel like I should. She did say they'd done a lot of drugs.
So he had a really sad look on his face. Jordan, then it says Jordan sex.
Yeah.
You've gone straight for Banjo.
Banjo. Oh, flaccid.
I'm thinking he
Needs a poo.
there's blood on his penis, maybe.
Okay.
He feels blood on his penis.
I realised he was that high, and she was that high. He ate half her face. They were snorting bath salts.
He became a cannibal.
Are you okay?
I'll just go with Banjo.
I think it's it involves blood, and he was just a bit mortified.
Well, I'll go. He's needed a cocaine poo,
Okay.
and he's pooed.
None of you are correct.
Oh wait, there. I want to guess more. Then
Okay, go on then.
Has someone come in?
she reminded him of his mum.
Dog licks his arsehole.
No, you're on
That
the
wouldn't
right.
make me as sad.
You're on the right kind of.
Okay.
Joe, I promise her I'd delete this once I told the story. So there you go. You're on the right kind of wavelength.
He realised that it was his sister.
He realised that he was
So ridiculous.
Cousins.
he was sad because she looked like his nan.
No.
Okay, I give up.
So what we've got it down to is
He saw a split ends in that moment. He realised he was a homosexual.
When he thought, you need some conditioner on that hair.
so they were having sex.
Yeah.
Halfway through sex, he gets a sad look on his face.
He just stopped.
It's kind of something to do with his mum.
No, so it's not. Okay, so when I said it's along them lines, it's not physical. So he wasn't in pain.
Mental.
Fucking
He
mental.
looked like
mental.
She reminds of someone who he loved who passed away. That's all I've got.
I don't know. I can't think of anything.
He just forgot that he had his dad had a second family, and then he realised that it was his sister or
One of
something.
the fake eyelashes were hanging off, and he honestly thought they were real.
He realised they went eyelaw lashes. And they were like, not this bitch.
I don't know. I need the answer.
He started crying because he suddenly remembered that Princess Diana was dead.
Fuck.
Oh my
97.
God.
He started crying and going, I just...
Oh shit! Do you know what? We forgot you were high. We went for the normal thing, didn't we? Oh, I should have put that back in.
She was saying he just started, she couldn't get it out of him for ages what it was, and he just kept saying, I just can't believe that they killed her.
She probably in this conspiracy bag as well. Like,
and apparently she said he was sat there still with like a hard on just going, and them two boys without their mum.
I'll just suck them off. It'll soon. Tears will soon stop.
Yeah, so we started crying over the fact that Princess Diana was dead.
That's hilarious.
The People's Princess, candle in the wind.
That's so funny, that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's going to happen to us tonight when I think about COUGHLIN.
I've got a quick challenge for you.
Okay.
Always take Coca-Cola without touching your lips.
Coca-Cola.
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 I'll say it normally.
Coca-Cola.
Your lips don't touch
Lips
anyway.
don't touch anyway.
Coca-Cola.
I've been had off.
Banter.
I've been tricked by another man.
No, I'm triggered.
That's how Eddie gets in the saunas. He goes,
Yeah.
say Coca-Cola
Coca-Cola.
without
I did like
your
that.
lips together.
Yeah.
Bam! I got ya.
It makes the mouths the biggest they can be.
But yeah, I've got, sadly, a couple more stories like that.
I like it. I really liked it.
So
And now
this is a
next
feature.
time when I'm thinking about them, I'm going to go real weird with them.
Well, they might not all be drug related.
I know, but
I hope they are. They're the best
Oh,
stories.
I'd also like to just do a disclaimer. Weren't me. Okay? Defo weren't me.
Okay. Now we all think it was you.
Just, yeah, I know. But this wasn't me. I'd cry with him.
Okay.
So yeah, that was. I like it. I like
Amazing.
the
Thanks so much. That was boss.
guess the tale. We need a name for the feature, innit?
Don't go online while I'm on the line.
K magazine. K.
Oh,
Special
K.
K.
Special K.
no.
Special K. No, that just makes me sound like I've doing a community project by letting me sit here.
I like it.
What you want to name
think-
this episode?
No, the
feature?
Case
feature.
feature.
I'll come up with,
We'll
something. We'll
yeah,
brainstorm.
workshop that.
We'll brainstorm.
We'll brainstorm over ping pong now.
Yeah,
actually.
great. Yeah.
I think we're all done.
Yeah,
Thank
I think that's it for
you.
today.
Eddie, it's been lovely.
Where can people find you?
Basement sauna.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Superstar Boudoir.
Paradise Street
£5
bus
hand
station.
shandies. I wank them off so fast it comes like foam. And don't know what that means. Eddie Fortune. Just Eddie Fortune on Instagram.
On everything.
Amazing.
Try and film your special as well, man. And then if you've got a date booked, but you just
February the
No
18th in the
tickets ready
Royal
yet for that?
Court Theatre. Definite.
let me know when there's tickets available. We'll put it in the
a
link.
couple that haven't settled on the title, so as soon as I give the
This will be a few weeks before this is out anyway, and then
Oh,
we can get
boss.
this out with tickets and that as well. Okay, where you at?
boss.
I'm not on the Royal Court, sadly. K Nicholson on Instagram with a double Y and Twitter again.
That's right.
Double
There we
Y.
go.
And I'm gigging everywhere.
I'm on Grindr as
Literally
well.
everywhere.
Location,
I'm
Penny
very
Lane.
tired.
Yeah, that's what you have to be doing when you're first starting. Innit? You're just fucking all over the place.
Fab.
live show. Oh, it's probably well gone by then. It's
Thanks,
available on Patreon.
Patreon's great. Thanks, Patreon.
There's going to be loads of stuff on there now. We'll have
loads of good stuff. We're going to have who can be bummed quickest. Coming soon.
Made the Mystery. VR.
Yeah.
Maybe by the time this is out, we've been to a bouncy place in Widnes.
Yeah.
Which is going to be fun. There's
What's
going to be
just
slumber parties.
any venue that'll let us in.
Halloween specials.
We'll go in there, aren't we?
Yeah. And then there's an episode every week and a live show every month that you can watch on there as well for just £3.
Insanity.
Well,
Bargain.
so get involved. And nice one, everyone, for coming on. Nice one for
Bye.
listening. Cheers later.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you,
Bye-bye.
mate.